5 Spidey suits, little parameters here. So this isn't just Peter Parker. There will be a lot of Peter Parker in here, of course, but these are just our top 5 Spider-Man suits overall across the Spidey realm. Means without further ado.
By the way, there's so many.
There are so many.
There's a ridiculous amount of Spider-Man suits. And do you want to know
to choose from?
Do you want to know why?
A lot to choose from.
Do you want to know why there's so many? Because it makes a lot of money. Every time they change that suit, it's like, oh, money. This is cool. Some of them are not cool, but some of them are.
Most of them are. Yeah, pretty hard to mess up. So without further ado, Beans, you go first.
My number 5, this might feel like a low number for this.
I think it's inevitable.
I have the Iron Spider from the comics. All right, I'm talking about the red and gold. Yep. We got the 3 arms. This is a suit that showed up in Civil War because Spider-Man teamed up with Tony until halfway through.
I'd love to partner up with you. Let me give you a suit that doesn't have any blue. It's just mine. It's just my colors. I'm sorry that happened. Classic Tony move. It's like, oh, did I design that way? It's kind of like Iron Man as a spider.
It reminds me.
Unbelievable. So on brand.
It reminds me of this comic panel where it's Tony talking to Miles and be like, who made your web shooters? We can upgrade that. And Peter's in the back just being like, I'm going to kick his ass. Pretty much. He just starts talking back. He's like, yep. Those work great. They just start arguing about it.
Those are an upgrade. They're fantastic.
And they legitimately get in a fight over it. But it just... This is like the first time you get the mechanical arms to come out. And I remember, there's a very iconic cover for that Spider-Man suit where he's in the webbing.
Right.
He's got Cap's shield, I think.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
It's a really cool look.
The red and gold surprisingly looks really well.
Yeah, I'm dunking on Tony here, but it does look good, which is the frustrating part.
And it's fun to watch fly around for sure. So I got the original Iron Spider at number 5.
That's pretty incredible because that was also my number 5.
Wow, look at that.
That was my number 5. The legs coming out of the back, super fun. And that was really enjoyable to get that dynamic in the movies, right? Like when they first pop out and he latches on, it's like, ooh, well, that's neat. Yeah. That's really fun. So it's a great look both in the comics and, of course, in the movies. But the red and gold, again, Tony, you Richard, like you did that on purpose. That wasn't, you didn't even try. And yes, it looked good. Dang it. But you rascal. My 4 is Clone Spidey Ben Reilly.
We're talking the hoodie.
We're talking the hoodie.
Yeah. That's classic.
Yeah. That's my number 4. Listen, really appreciate this until now. Ben Reilly was the first one to do what is now a very popular gym look where it's the hoodie without the sleeves. He was the one that made that popular. Now, he's got the red full-length sleeves on underneath, but the blue top with the blue hoodie as well, it's like, that's sleeveless. That's what The Rock presented as his own. And The Rock, you ripped it off from Ben Reilly, my guy.
Well, it
wasn't you.
It's very 90s, but it surprisingly worked very well.
It was.
To the point where I'm like, why doesn't Peter have a hoodie?
Yeah.
It works. Hoodies, for whatever reason, work really well with Spider-Man
concept. Yeah. The concept, like when you're describing it verbally, it's like, okay, so we're going to give Spider-Man, we're going to give him a hoodie. It's going to be plain blue. Okay. No webbing across it. He'll have the Spider on the front. Like as you speak of it, it sounds stupid. And then you see it and you go, crap, that's actually awesome.
Oh, it's fantastic.
That's really awesome. The all red bottom, the red sleeve. So that's my number 4. Ben Reilly, Clone Spidey.
My number 4, I have what they call big time suit. This is, and I'm talking about stealth, and I'm talking about black and the green. There's something about seeing a stealth suit for Spider-Man with the nice little splash of the neon. Green is not a color you think really works with Spider-Man necessarily, but for this, you're like, oh, it definitely is giving off the night vibes here. I dig it. There's also a red color. I'm assuming it's the same suit. It just changes the colors here and there. I don't know, because why not? I prefer the green. So it's just it's a very unique suit in its own right.
Yep.
So I have the big time.
That's great.
At number 3 or at number 4.
Indeed.
My number 3 is the Future Foundation suit. We talked about the green being an odd fit. There is something about black and white that just works wonders for Spider-Man.
Yep.
You know, he's got a little bit more seriousness to him when he's going for the basic, or for basic colors isn't what I want, but the very
the base colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
That suit is so clean when he's working with the Fantastic Four. He takes Johnny's spot because Johnny's presumed dead at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And to have him alongside those three, it just looks so good. And he looks like he just belongs in there. And it's not like they just rehashed the Fantastic Four. They kind of went through they went by Future Foundation, I feel like, more than anything, probably during that time. Again, I didn't read that run, so I can't confirm.
No, you're right. It was all very driven by Sue as she was mourning the loss of her brother. She wanted as part of that mourning process, a really strong rebranding. But it was Johnny who had directly asked for Peter to take his spot if he ever died. He's like, if I ever go, don't leave my spot empty. Hit up Peter. Tell him he needs to join the crew.
Pretty cool.
Pretty sweet.
It is pretty cool.
And it looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah. No, he just fits. Mm-hmm. He fits perfectly. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually excited about Spider-Man with the Fantastic Four more than anything because of how important their relationship is 100%. As a unit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my number 3.
100%. It's a great number 3. My number 3 is the red and the black, the Miles Morales look. Again, lack of blue here, but anybody that grew up in the 90s and saw Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen dominating in their Chicago Bulls black jerseys with the red trim can't help but appreciate what Miles Morales did here. He went Chicago Bulls on us, and it looks freaking terrific. A lot of black, a little bit of red. The webbing helps accent it a little bit. I love how it's not a shoulder pad per se, but it's a strong splash of red on the shoulders that kind of comes down to a V right around his abs. Like, it's a freaking sweet suit. And I think it works best because Miles, as a character, is more slight of build than Peter. I think if you were to put a beefier version of a Spider-Man in that suit, it starts looking a little bulky and funky. But I think the sleeker, skinnier look is really sharp.
Well, and
that's my number 3.
It was a nice suit just to set Miles apart from Peter. Yep. Because if you read the Ultimate Comics, spoiler alert, Peter dies. Mm-hmm. Peter is murdered in a fight against the mutant Green Goblin because the Green Goblin in the Ultimate Universe is...
It's not fair.
Yoked. That dude is massive.
Not good.
And can fly on his own. Doesn't need the glider. Okay, that dude is... That is a scary version of Green Goblin. I'm getting off track. However... I remember he comes out in the red and blue, and they're pretty much like, you can't do this. Like, if you're going to do this, you need to make it your own. And he does just that. Into the Spider-Verse does a great job of showing that as well, where he makes that suit his own.
Right.
And so it is a refreshing take in the aspect too of every other iteration of the suit. It still follows, hey, this is mainly going to be the black and the red rather than the red and the black. So he just kind of reverses a little bit. No blue. Yeah. It works.
Love to see it. So that's my number 3. Do I need to give my number 2 now?
Yeah.
Number 2 is the Future Foundation suit.
Oh, look at that. We have a couple similarities.
I love it.
Go.
I really love it. Part of what I enjoy about it, you already gave the great context of how it folds into the Fantastic Four, and the rest of the Fantastic Four is also running similarly themed suits, so white with the black. So they've totally done away with the blue at this point. Part of what I really enjoy about the suit is it is an inversion of the symbiote suit, right? So as far as the character progression of Peter Parker, it just represents how much his character has changed and grown since that unfortunate incident with the symbiote. It's a phenomenal look. There's a little bit of malleability there. Like, it's hard to add too much black, but it would be possible. And I think each iteration strikes that right balance of letting the white really shine, but getting the black in there as well. That's one of those suits where, like, the bigger the spider symbol on the front, the better. So it's a great suit. That's my number 2. Your number 2, sir.
My number 2. All right. My number 2 is the black suit. And I am not talking about the symbiote suit. I am talking about the classic black suit. Not to get it twisted. I am thinking specifically of Kraven the Hunter when Peter pulls that out. Just so you are all aware, if you see Peter Parker rocking the black suit, run. There has never been any good thing to happen with Peter after he puts that suit on. That's how you know Spider-Man is not up for the fun and games. That's how he took out Kraven the Hunter. There's also another beautiful scene of him meeting the Kingpin in prison in this suit, and he takes off his mask and he says, if you even think about going after Aunt May again, I will kill you. And this is after he beat the living daylights out of Kingpin like it was nothing. And it just goes to show you how much Peter Parker holds back in fights. So you don't want to piss off Spider-Man whatsoever.
Don't take the guy off.
And so it's just this, whenever you see it, you're like, oh, something bad's gonna happen here. So I just love love that part of it as well going into it.
Love it.
So that's my number 2.
That's great. Number 2. Your number 1.
My number 1. This is my favorite Spider-Man suit all time. I wish he used it more often. It is the Spider Armor Mark III. I have not read this story, but I fell in love with this suit. Okay, this suit Peter designed essentially to take out the Sinister Six. This is what this suit was made for. I believe the storyline is end of the world or ends of the world, something similar to that. Essentially, Doc Ock has pushed Spider-Man to the limits, and so he's like, all right, you want to go like this? He calls the Avengers, and he leads the Avengers into battle and pretty much takes out the entire Sinister Six, and it's fantastic. Okay, this suit is badass.
It's almost like a blend of Red Hood with Spider-Man.
A little bit.
With that beefiness.
And it's not like clunky, and it's also not Power Ranger-esque, right? It's a perfect blend of, okay, I have gear on me, but all of this gear is for a reason. It's not limiting my mobility whatsoever. He's capable of a lot. And so it goes to also show Peter's tech abilities as well. It's a great mixture of the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and the brilliance and savviness of Peter Parker all into one. And I just love that suit.
That's a great suit. That's
my number 1.
It's a great choice. I don't think I've ever seen that suit before. That's a really cool suit.
I have an action figure of it over there. One of the very few action figures I have on that shelf. I have that. And I also have the Funko right here.
Heck yeah.
It's just it's a clean suit, dude. It's my favorite all time. So
this is not an original take, but my favorite is my number 1 is the classic suit. With, to be clear,
loser.
No, that's fair. No armpit webbing. Okay, like that.
You don't like the armpit webbing?
I don't, because it feels like as soon as I see it, I'm like, how does he raise his arm over his head? I just imagine it being very restrictive, and I know that's not actually how it functions, but I can't get that out of my head. It just seems like too much of, I'm going to carry some beach balls around, and it just doesn't work for me.
I'm 50-50 on it.
Yeah, I find it distracting.
I'm glad it's not a cape.
Yep.
Sometimes,
less tends to be more for me with these suits.
That's fair.
The sleekness, and that doesn't feel sleek to me. But the classic red, blue with the webbing design is wild. The white eyes, great, magnificent. Like the classic Spider-Man suit is one of just the top 5 superhuman or superhero suits ever. Like it's Spider-Man suit, the Bat suit, and then everything else is on that list. So is this a simple take? It is, but it's an honest take as well. I freaking love that suit. And without it, you wouldn't have any of these other variations that are fantastic. They're great.
Cop out.
But always come back to the classic. This age of alternate uniforms, the freaking Oregon Ducks. Have you seen what they've done lately?
Hey, even I admit that the Oregon Ducks have gone overboard at this point, all right? There's way too many combinations.
No one knows what their actual.
Why would you even buy a jersey? Because it's going to change the next year.
You want to look like a traffic cone?
Correct.
That's the best I can figure. Freaking Oregon.
There was another suit that I thought of. I'll throw that out as an honorable mention. The Superior Spider-Man suit.
Okay.
When Doc Ock takes over the body of Peter Parker.
Right.
When he puts his own mechanical arms on there, he somehow manages to make the Spider-Man suit 10 times more intimidating.
Yep.
Like you're looking at that Spider-Man and you're like, okay, he's no longer friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one that I just stuck out to me too after we started going through this. And I thought about the Spider-Man arms. I'm like, well, that's not the only suit. And then I'm like, oh yeah, duh, superior. So there's this.
No, it's a fun rabbit hole to go down.
Oh my gosh. And then
very fun.
These are the good ones. There are some bad ones too. All right. There are some terrible ones that I hope we never, ever see the light of day again.